Seems like the Nationals are just giving away players. We heard about the big trade, Juan Soto to San Diego, but you look at the list of names there: Bryce Harper, Anthony Rendon, Max Scherzer, Trey Turner, and Juan Soto. Finally, a lot of guys, really good players leaving that clubhouse over the last handful of seasons. So, Russell Dorsey, you kind of went through some of the mechanics earlier. You talked about some of the things you're seeing out of that organization, but is what the Nationals are doing bad for baseball?
So, one, shout out to my guy Fobs who tweeted that out. Bad for baseball, I'll put it to you like this, JP. You know how I feel about when teams rid themselves of superstars, especially superstars that you should build around. It would be one thing if the Nats decided, hey, we want to move on from a player, we have this player waiting in the wings, and then just built around that player like they did going from Bryce Harper to Juan Soto. However, when you look back at that list that Fabian tweeted and you see the names like Harper, two-time MVP, Soto, a guy who's been a top 3 finisher or top 10 finisher and top 5 finisher the last couple of years, who's likely going to win MVP. Trey Turner, who has MVP votes over the last couple of seasons. Max Scherzer, these are really monster names. And I understand if the Nats felt they were going to be bad for the next 5, 6, even 7 years, I can understand how they say, look, are we a Juan Soto away from winning the World Series again? No. Are we wasting a guy who we really care about in Juan Soto on this team if we're not going to compete? Yes. So if you want to make a move after that, I understand. However, you can't win a World Series off of role players, right? At some point, you have to build around the guy. Is Robert Hassel going to be the guy? I guess we'll find out. Is Mackenzie Gore going to be the guy in that rotation? We'll find out. He's a pretty good player right now and was really good before he got hurt. Is C.J. Abrams going to be the guy? Who knows? But at some point, you're going to try to go out and acquire a guy like a Juan Soto when you feel you're ready at that moment. Why not just draft and develop better, which is something the Nats hadn't done well over the last couple of years, and then build around your Juan Sotos or your other superstars?
So that's where I was going to take you. I got a line of questioning for you. You look at the Nationals farm system. Is it good?
Going into this deal, it wasn't it was a bottom third farm system in big leagues.
Would they be contenders before Soto hit free agency?
They would not.
They would not. Teams coming up for sale, so there's a lack of stability there. And do you think they were going to sign him to an extension? I mean, they offered this guy a boatload of money. Do you think that was going to happen? So, I understand where they're at. If you feel like he's going to walk and you're not going to get anything in return from that guy, you're not a contender right now, your farm system's bad, I totally understand it from a business perspective. You got to get rid of the guy, see if you can get something in return. You know it's going to be a rebuild anyway. There's no point in trying to hold on to a guy who you feel like you're not going to be able to retain in free agency once he gets there, just to say that you did it. Oh, we tried. Sure, you tried, but the trying got you the same result as not trading the guy anyway. So there you go.
Right. I would consider it an overall organizational failure. Yes, you won with the guy, but not being able to retain that guy is a big mistake for a lot of different reasons.